Good day everyone, I'm Jade P. Himpisa, and for today's video, I am going to present or discuss about Chapter 4, Teacher Leadership includes sharing of best practices. So without further ado, let's start. So, what are teacher leaders? So teacher leaders are the professionals who carry through with this process to lead change in their school for the benefit for all students. Teacher leaders step outside their classroom doors and accept the challenges to improve their practice through working with colleagues, school administration, and professional staff, as well as students and their families. So teacher leadership is a set of rules bundled with the motivation to inspire educational change and move beyond the status quo in collaborative ways. Teacher leaders are also lead alongside others, not from the front. They have the firmly planted the classroom in their eyes on what is possible for all. So, next is that teacher leaders are those well experienced, respected, creative, innovative, knowledgeable, strong propensity for learning, passionate, and committed to developing students. In essence, it is important to teachers are regarded as leaders if they share their knowledge, expertise, and skills with other teachers in the hope of contributing to the professional development of others. So there are a lot of ways, or there are 3 ways according to Spencer 2017. There are 3 ways of sharing best practices: get online, collaborate with others, and sharing students' works to other teachers. So let's start with get online. So get online. Social media and sharing practice go hand in hand. Twitter is a hub of CPD opportunities. We all know that Twitter is very known these days. So, and well-renowned teachers sharing their tried and tested teaching techniques to help everyone grow as teachers. Getting online is easy, is just knowing where to look, following the likes of teachers, other teachers in the Facebook, Twitter, or even in YouTube. You can watch their demonstration and you can also get something from it. And also, for that, it will open up to you an abundance of resources, guides, and blog posts that you can use to your advantage, and following hashtags such as hashtag teachers, hashtag instructional materials for teachers, hashtag teacher chat, and etc. that you'll be inspired and be able to easily transfer the ideas into your classroom or online classroom. So second, collaborate with colleagues. So the possibilities with the social media opens up vast and incredible. But sharing best practices in your school just as many opportunities. Open up a dialogue between you and your colleague is important also, and sharing your success and failures can have a huge impact on your growth. So observing a colleague will allow you to focus on how they command a classroom and enable you to pick up new ideas and approaches. But also, it provides them with valuable feedback that may not have been picked up to previously. So, next is showing students' work. So, showing students' work is very important. This third way of sharing practice is in which the teacher will show other teachers the works of the students or the products of the students that have developed. So by showing evidence that teachers will be able to know a certain strategies or methodologies that works that can be replicated. So next is that based on my research, there are 6 leader traits based on it. So it stands for EXITE. So E stands for expert, X stands for exceptional communicators, C stands for change agents, I stands for inspirational leaders, T stands for trustworthy colleagues, and E stands for explorers. So let's start with experts. So what is experts? So this is one of the leader traits of a teacher. So teacher leaders share expertise. Expertise may come in form of knowledge and skills about specific content like mathematics, social emotional learning, or teaching skills like teaching with technology, questioning strategies, and etc. Their expertise may also come in form of leadership skills like helping team build consensus, making data-driven decisions, and at the same time, they are sharing their expertise. Teacher leaders are acquiring expertise as they pursue professional development to help them solve problems their teams have identified. So they seek to learn from their colleagues, believing that the collective knowledge of the group is essential to successful teaching of the student learning, further building on their knowledge also and skills. So the second one is British, the X one is the exceptional communicators. So teacher leaders are excellent communicators. Aside from they are very flexible, they are also an excellent communicators. A key leadership skill is the ability to prioritize listening over speaking and seeking to understand different perspectives. So as a teacher, you need to You need to understand each and every one of us, like teachers, other teachers, or even your students. So teacher leaders clarify, probe, and synthesize ideas and questions to understand the concerns and leverage of the expertise of others. They also strive to establish open communication where all ideas are heard and all possibilities explored. Teacher leaders want to solve problems by getting group to think outside of the box. One of the essential qualities of their communication is honesty. Of course, honesty is the best policy. So teacher leaders communicate in ways that are professional and truthful, reflecting what is working and what isn't. So they acknowledge where mistakes have occurred and where changes are needed rather than avoid difficult conversation. So next one, which is the C, is the change agents. So while most teachers are experts and have effective communication skills, teacher leaders differentiate themselves by being change agents. So they take up initiatives and work to make them successful. So education is a professional field that is constantly being reformed. So and reacting to social, economic, and political changes. This continuous change makes being a teacher exciting and at the same time exhausting, and it is why teacher leadership is so important. Every school needs teachers who will lean in when change happens. So teacher leaders themselves might initiate change based on evidence that things need to be done in a different way. When teachers are change agents, they are leading a transformation in their school or their local and professional communities by supporting or inspiring up next teachers, others to make changes that will have a meaningful and positive impact for students. So next is I, which is inspirational leaders. So people in educational leadership are familiar with the concept of transformational leader, right? So transformational leaders work with others to problem solve and monitor strategic initiatives. They also inspire everyone to be very best because transformational leaders believes that everyone has important contributions to make and that everyone needs to be involved. So we need to know that transformational teaching and transformational teacher leadership are not the same. So transformational teachers inspire within their classroom, and transformational teacher leaders inspire outside their classroom doors. So inspirational teacher leaders get their colleagues to step up, not because they feel have to, but they want to. They take risks, solve complex problems, and position change as possible and worthwhile. So the inspirational role of teacher leaders is critical and often overlooked. Why? Because teacher leaders are colleagues, not supervisors. Successful leadership depends on other teachers wanting to follow their lead. So next one is trustworthy colleagues. To be a teacher leader, others must trust you enough to follow your lead. Teacher leaders build trust to what they do and say, and as well as they don't. Moran and Anita Woolfolk-Hoy explained that trust between teachers involves 5 core qualities. First is benevolence, in which they share their confidence that others will act with goodwill. So second is competence, in which they share their belief that the group has ability to be successful. Next is honesty, in which they communicate and act in authentic and equitable ways. Next is openness, in which they share information even if it shows their personal vulnerabilities. Next is reliability, in which they always do what they say they will do. So the last trait of a good leadership is explorers. So teacher leaders are trailblazers. They are first adapters, willing to try out new ideas and discover the unseen pathways in new initiatives. They volunteer for projects and pursue professional development opportunities to learn more so that they can improve their practice, share their experiences, and collaborate with others to solve problems and reach team goals. An important part of this explorer quality is the teacher leaders. So they are really important because they are willing to go first, share their vulnerabilities, by being open about their successes and failures in life or even in classroom. They demonstrate honesty, which is very important, part of building trust. So by sharing their mistakes and hard lessons with their colleagues, as they encourage them to take trial and have begun to blaze. So all teachers need to explore more, and this can begin with new teachers. As Christopher Bronx, a principal, wrote in a post on Teaching Channel based on my research before, that he tells new teachers that you were hired for a reason because you are a rock star. When you're in a department meetings, your voice matters just much as everyone else. So go be with you. So go be you. So be yourself. So speak up. So to end, let me share to you this: that teacher leaders reflect all these qualities, as I've mentioned earlier. So many more from that. So it aims at teacher leadership through everyday interactions with students, colleagues, and school community. Teacher leadership is a package of attributes, knowledge, and skills that are continually developed. Teacher leaders are cautiously excited about change. So they are ready to pursue new ideas that will result in more meaningful learning experiences and more positive and inclusive spaces for all students. They care not only about students who share their classrooms, but also about the students in their colleagues' classrooms and throughout the school. So teacher leaders believe that meaningful and sustained change happens when teachers work with administrators, staff, families, students, and even the community to do what is best based on evidence about what students need. So that would be all. Hope you learned something. So thank you for watching and listening. So see you next time. Bye.